It's not just about positioning, right? It's about all of these supporting technologies being deployed together in an ecosystem that's open, where customers can easily do that without having to bring in a system integrator to provide a custom solution. Yeah. This is, this is one of the use cases where it's just so clear and the value so immediate. And it applies to more than just automotive, but this particular customer, they came to us to put the system in place for real-time quality control and validation of manufacturing processes. And the reason they came to us with this problem, they had other systems. I mean, it's a very sophisticated company, right? They've got all sorts of robotics, all sorts of sensors. I think they have their own MES system that they've built, over several decades. So a very sophisticated customer. But they did like every large manufacturing company does. You'll have an assembly line with hundreds and hundreds of steps. And the way you work in an environment like that is you'll do 10 assembly steps, and then you'll do a quality step, 10 assembly steps and a quality step, right? Some variation thereof. But generally, you're not doing the quality control validation in real time. This particular customer got into a situation where they had made a change to their process. I think it was a new model or a variation of a model they'd previously built. And so they'd done the change of the process, and there was effectively an error in the assembly process. And it wasn't caught by one of their quality check processes until like the second quality check down the road. That's when the problem became apparent, because it's not always apparent right away. And by the time they had actually caught the error and realized it was an error, they were already into the thousands of vehicles. Like it was already at the point where there's so many vehicles built and would have been a recall. And it was so expensive to basically undo all the manufacturing steps prior to fix it, that it was actually cheaper for them to just build new vehicles and scrap thousands of vehicles.
Which, it's like a pre-recall.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And so they challenged us to come in and just validate their processes in real time. So now, had our system been in at the time, the mistake would have never made it past the operator who's actually doing that step of the process. The operator would have been informed real time, oh, you skipped this, or the wiring harness, you've actually looped it around the inside instead of the outside of a carriage or something along those lines.
Yeah, that's a great story. We can do a whole episode on right first time and activity detection, how it can change all the things. And the tech is there with quantum RTLS, but also, computer vision, other types of combined techniques.
Well, that's the interesting thing, right? Like, we've talked a lot about what positioning can do, but it's not just about positioning, right? It's about all of these supporting technologies being deployed together in an ecosystem that's open, where customers can easily do that without having to bring in a system integrator to provide a custom solution. So I think that's really the enablement for a lot of these customers these days who may not want to make the tech investment to go all the way to the lights out style factory, but can get like all the way there or beyond implementing some of these other technologies.